Alright everyone, welcome back. We are looking at user-submitted replays in various categories for the London Barcraft Awards to be given out at MLG Orlando weekend in the Assembly House pub in Kentish Town on October the 15th and the 16th. Now, this particular replay was sent in by London Barcraft's very own Quantum, otherwise known as Joe White, who sent in this 2v2 replay in the Most Awesome Comeback category, otherwise known as Die Hard. And this replay is in fact going to be the winner of the category, and he will win himself some Team Dignitas gear at London Barcraft. So well played to Joe for this. This is a 2v2 replay played on, I believe, Scorched Peaks or Scorched Earth, or I forget exactly what this map is called, but it's a 2v2 map I've played quite a bit, and we do have a proxy possibly being set up, or maybe a cannon rush by their opponents. We'll have to wait and see what that is. But we've got Quantum, our red Protoss, in the top left, his ally in the bottom left, Jizzer, the blue Protoss. He was clearly not having a good day when he picked his username for Battle.net. And in the top right, we have our enemies, Venedar, the teal Zerg, getting ready to launch some pain upon our heroes, and the purple Protoss, Ink Dave Rain, or Davarani, or I don't know, who is spawning as the purple Protoss in the right-hand side position. But we do see a double proxy gateway coming out. Now, what are we going to see here? Jizzer very, very cleverly saying, care, proxy, watch out. And what's he doing on his screen? Oh, it looks like, no, he did rally his units there for a split second, but then decided to mine again. And Quantum casually mentioning, that's why I've thrown down a forge. Very, very good. But it looks like, oh, and we are going to have the probe scout. No, he's going to go back into his base. So the ally who decides that, yes, you need to be careful of the proxy, has conveniently decided that it's actually not really useful to scout this double zealot proxy that's coming out right now. Come on, Jizzer, wake up. We have got the Zerglings coming in from Venedar into the base. We do see the first Zealot being chrono boosted out, and we have got a cannon going down in the mineral line from Quantum, so he should be able to hold off this cheese. Ooh, very nice attacking, and beautiful surround there by the probes on those Zerglings. That attack gets very, very firmly squashed. The Zealots do immediately do a U-turn, although not before a probe manages to put a pylon in his base. We have now got the front being attacked. That's how you hold a 6-pull, says Quantum, bossing that Zerg out of the place. But his ally, Jizzer, is going to be in a little bit of trouble, because as we can see, he's obviously scouted. Oh no, the Zerglings are now in the base as well, and it looks like this Artosis pylon is going down. A 6-port only, yes, says Jizzer. Plus a proxy, no. Well, didn't you say you wanted to scout? Oh well, never mind. We do have the probes having a little bit of micro action. Well, you should have cannons too, says Quantum. Probably a valid point. And we do have some probe on Zergling action, but unfortunately those Zealots do quite well against probes, so we'll have to see what happens in this game so far. Quantum seems to be doing reasonably alright. The cannon's now up, building another one at the front just to make sure things don't go too badly. But unfortunately, oh, then scout with me next time. Jizzer, in order to scout with you, you would first have to scout. And it looks like Jizzer has left the game, so it is going to be the good old 1v2 scenario. The gateways that are unpowered anyway are now being taken down by Ink Dave Rain and Venedar, who of course are clearly macroing up, and we have got 3 more cannons going down for our hero Protoss. Oh my goodness, he's really, really launching onto this defense here in preparation for having to defend this all-in, well, not all-in, but massive attack from both of these players, so we wait and see what's going on. Meanwhile, we do actually see that the probe count is 19 versus 8 for Jizzer, who is now left against 10 and 15 for their opponents, so not exactly a high economy game, thanks to the 6-pool plus the proxy cheese that came out of these guys at the start of the game. Meanwhile, instead of actually attacking the player that's still in the game, our opponents decide that it's probably better just to stop mopping up those buildings and give our hero some time to defend. Unfortunately, he's going to use that time very well. He has 4 cannons up at the front, and there's absolutely no chance that this army is going to break through. We'll have to wait and see, but here comes the engagement. It looks like the Zealots are going to head in there first. The cannons say no thank you. One Zealot does immediately go poof, and all of a sudden progress on this attack is going to be very limited. We do have this hero stalker, though, trying to bait the zealots into the cannon line. The zealots are now on hold position. The stalker is going to get a few pot shots off. This is going to be so annoying because they only have melee units. This hero stalker's like, don't worry guys, I got this. It's okay. Hit. Attack. Shoot. And no, run, run, and hit. Attack. Shoot. Come on, keep going. Do it. Die. Run. Die. Run. Okay. Alright. Now, we need more cannons. That's exactly what we need. Okay, so we've got more cannons going down. The Stalker's decided that actually I've had enough micro for now. He's just going to take a little bit of a rest. And in the meantime, we have got our enemies both expanding. But what do we have here? We have the Dark Shrine going down because when in doubt, build DTs. Our Hero Stalker is going to pop out again, and he is going to harass the low health Zealot. The Zealot's having none of it, and they're all busy admiring the view off this cliff here. But this Stalker isn't going to go away. I think he might actually get a kill. And the Stalker gets its first kill. No, it doesn't. Come on, come on. Yes, it does. And we now have kills 1. Rank Disciple on this Stalker. He feels like he's worth his weight in gold. He has done his job. And we finally have Warp Gate Research also going down just about the same time the Dark Shrine finishes. So this could look like an interesting bit of, shall we say, counter cheese coming in from Quantum. So in the meantime, we do have the probes of Jizza being scattered across the map, while in the meantime we have Hero Stalker just making sure the Zealots aren't there anymore, and they're not because they're busy chasing these probes here, there, and everywhere. That's not really a problem at all. So we've got a Chrono Boost coming out on the Warp Gate, and that's because DTs are now in bases. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to create invisible units and just smack your base. So we do have 3 DTs going into 3 separate bases, and all of a sudden, this anti-macro of these cheesing players is now looking slightly foolish. Another DT in the expansion here, as well as one more in the Zerg main. This is looking absolutely horrible. Layer tech only just starting. It's going to be ages before an Overseer will pop out. Of course, neither are Terran, so they can't use the imbalanced nature of scans to quell this, and it looks like our enemies are in a little bit of trouble. Meanwhile, Quantum also conveniently warping in via this sneaky ninja pylon a couple of Zealots just to do some follow-up damage from the DTs. But it's no good. The numbers of DTs are multiplying. They are going to be everywhere. We do have emergency spore crawlers going out because obviously when you have a couple of DTs harassing all of your bases, what you need to do is build 8 spore crawlers at one base. That's really going to be effective. So we see here pretty much no mining is getting done. All these buildings are unpowered. We see here no mining is getting done. We see here, oh, we do have some mining getting done, which is a surprise because I thought all those drones became spore crawlers. But we do have a Zergling follow-up now, and it looks like those Zealots and DTs are going to temporarily retreat to kill this Nexus, where conveniently the Spore Crawlers are not at. But they've now decided they simply have sufficient firepower, and they are going in to take everything down. So what if you can see me? I'm just going to kill you anyway. Some nice sort of Sim City going on there with the Queen, but unfortunately the Queen will still go down. And it looks like the only defense is Spore Crawlers and a couple of Zerglings, which could be a potential problem for our cheesing players. The main does go down, so there isn't going to be layer tech. And we do see another spawning pool going up to hopefully combat all these DTs, and all the Spore Crawlers do go down, and it looks like, oh dear, there is absolutely nothing. Fortunately, we do have the Observer just in time to watch all the drones die. This is looking pretty good for Quantum. In the meantime, we have got an Overlord here, and we still have the proxy gates that are obviously not doing anything, and Ink Dave Rain leaves the game, Rage Quit, no GG, and Venedar follows. What an amazing game by Quantum. His opponent left very early thanks to 6-pool proxy cheese. What do we do? Well, you build 6 cannons and DT rush. Duh, what else would you do? I mean, I didn't even need my Chrono Boost. Look, I'm just that baller. And this one pylon here completely ruined the day. 1v2. Who said you need an ally to win 2v2 games? That's just completely overrated. Well played to Quantum. He will win some Dignitas hoodies, I believe, and possibly some other swag as well, involving signed pictures from members of Team Dignitas. So very, very well done to him. Thank you so much for submitting this replay, and a massive shout out once again to London Barcraft. Have a fantastic rest of the weekend, and I hope to see you at the bar at some point in the future. This is Jarosar signing out.